Why vacation is important for humans. Studies have shown that taking a break from work can benefit both physical and mental health. People who take vacations have less stress, less risk of heart disease, a better outlook on life, and more motivation to achieve goals. If you still need some convincing, here's a list of some of the other benefits of taking a break from work. Stress can contribute to heart disease and high blood pressure. For both men and women, the New York Times reported that taking a vacation every 2 years compared to every 6 will reduce the risk of coronary heart disease or heart attack. Neuroscientists have found that chronic exposure to stress can change the structure of your brain and cause anxiety and depression. When you take a vacation, feelings of calmness and stress relief occur, allowing the body and mind to heal in a way that it couldn't if it was constantly under pressure. According to the study, people who always make time for regular trips had a well-being index score of 68.4. compared to a well-being score of 51.4 for less frequent travelers. One study found that 3 days after a vacation, subjects' physical complaints, sleep quality, and mood improved compared to before the vacation. These gains were still present 5 weeks later, especially for those who had more personal time and overall satisfaction during the vacation. Many who return from vacation are more focused and productive. Studies have found that chronic stress can make it harder to accomplish certain tasks and cause memory problems. Taking time off can be like tuning your brain, improving your mental health and cognitive abilities. Spending time enjoying life with loved ones can keep relationships strong. A study by the Arizona Department of Health and Human Services found that women who took time off were more satisfied with their marriages. Employees who take regular time to rest are less likely to burn out, making them more creative and productive than their overworked and under-rested colleagues. Another way to manage burnout is the oxygen mask rule. Secure your masks before helping others. In other words, focus on your own mental, physical, and spiritual needs before committing to responsibilities that benefit others outside your immediate family. Research shows that planning a vacation can increase your happiness. Some people feel elevated up to 8 weeks before a trip. The bottom line is to take a vacation if you can. Taking a break from the stresses of work and everyday life can improve our physical and mental health, motivation, relationships, work performance, and perspective. A vacation can help you feel refreshed and more prepared to handle what is to come when you return. In the MC Mater website, the blog Why Vacation is Important tell us that dedicating time for the purpose of rest, relaxation, and to recharge is of critical importance. This isn't often achieved over the course of a weekend, so dedicating time away to unplug can help us to reset. Vacations have been known to help improve overall sleep quality. When working under increased demands, individuals can quickly begin to feel run down and often experience fatigue, trouble concentrating, etc. When we start to feel burned out at work, even the simplest of tasks becomes a challenge. Our passion starts to dull, and we lose some of our drive. One study showed that a 4-day-long weekend vacation had positive effects on well-being, recovery, strain, and perceived stress for as long as 45 days. While the reduction in strain was greater for those who spent the vacation away from home, the other effects were similar for those who stayed home. Travelin Leisure write in the blog, if you've ever felt more present, more stimulated, more tuned into the moment while away from home, it wasn't your imagination. When we travel, we are usually breaking our normal routine, says Davidson, a pioneer in the science of mindfulness and meditation. That means we can't operate on autopilot. That decreased familiarity is an opportunity for most people to be more fully present, to really wake up, he says. While mindfulness can be its own reward, it also has knock-on benefits. It's been shown to reduce stress and increase compassion, resilience, and happiness. Another plus of international travel, it can help people appreciate the common humanity and basic goodness which are present in all human beings, Davidson says. Not just those who look like us or who talk like us or who dress like us. Long-term studies have shown a connection between vacations and heart health. 1. Based on the famous Framingham Heart Study and published in American Journal of Epidemiology back in 1992, found that women who took very few vacations, less than one every 6 years, were twice as likely to have a heart attack or coronary death than women who had a couple of breaks each year. Another that was also based on thousands of subjects concluded that men who took fewer vacations were much more likely to die from coronary heart disease than men who took more vacations. It's possible that people who have more work stress don't feel like they can take vacation and die early, says Brooks Gump, professor of public health at Syracuse University and the author of the second study. But I think there's a good chance that vacation does reduce your risk of heart disease. The next step is to figure out the mechanism. You don't even have to leave home to get heart-related upsides. Another study Gump co-authored in 2019 compared blood test results with the number of vacations subjects had taken in the prior 12 months. For each additional vacation, the incidence of metabolic syndrome, a group of conditions that puts people at higher risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes and stroke, went down by almost 25%. The big surprise, the results were even more potent for those who sanctioned. Rocket Matter in his channel points out the importance of vacation. He says that taking a vacation is important. You are not a hero for working long hours. In fact, people would probably prefer you to take that vacation that you're not taking or that you're delaying. A recent study came out analyzing 13,000 middle-aged men and their vacation habits, and the ones that didn't take a week off for 5 consecutive years had a 30% increase in having a heart attack. You don't want to be in that group of people. If you're starting to see that your work is not very effective, if you're starting to see that you're more irritable than normal, or that you're losing interest in what you're doing, it may be time to recharge the batteries. Take a week off. When you take a week off without the BlackBerry, if you still have one of those things, without the iPhone, without your Android device. Disconnect. Don't be online. Really, just sever the ties and take your brain and get it out of the hectic life that we're living in these days and the onslaught of digital information like this. In fact, more and more technology companies are advocating that their employees disconnect. These, of all people, should be the ones that are addicted to the technology, but they're saying enough is enough. In France, apparently, there is a law being passed that you can't check a work email after 6 p.m. That seems a little bit extreme, but you get the idea. You need to be able to rest and recharge your batteries. So, make sure you take a vacation, you leave the phone behind, you leave the work behind, you let people know you're going, and you come back, and you'll be refreshed.
Taking a vacation is important. You are not a hero for working long hours.
Vacations are needed so that people do not burn out at work and are not so stressed that they do not know if they will come or go. But if the people who are going on vacation have dogs, the dogs need a vacation too because they have the same routine every day and need something different to do. So bring dogs with you, just make sure you go to a hotel/motel that allows dogs, or get a timeshare apartment that allows dogs. Or if you have a special retreat where you always spend your holidays, bring your four-legged friends, they will enjoy it. Both humans and animals need vacations, together, not separately. You might think you're motivated to succeed in life when you look at someone's yacht, but when you travel and fall in love with the lifestyle of freedom, you'll be surprised at how hard you're willing to work to reach that level. Traveling isn't about lying by the pool all day at a luxury resort. Real travel is when you go out and take the time to learn about a new country, culture, people, food, natural environment, etc., and step out of your comfort zone. While many are aware of the health benefits of vacations, many still don't take the steps necessary to take advantage of those benefits. In this discussion, the research behind the holidays provides a formula for increasing your vacation stress relief. A person grows as a person while traveling, he becomes more open while traveling. People who travel will probably agree experiences abroad will change your thinking for the better. People always ask how traveling has changed me. When I look back at who I was before I started traveling and compare it to who I am now, I would have to say that traveling has made me a better and better rounded person. I'm much cooler now than I was. Traveling will not only make you more comfortable talking to strangers, but it will also make you better at it. After talking to people all the time, the same questions get boring. You even start to get bored. After a while, you don't care where people are from, where they're going, how long they've been traveling. Such questions don't really tell you anything about the person. Sure, you'll get better at small talk, but more importantly, you'll learn how to ask those you care about interesting questions that can spark meaningful conversation. When you gain confidence in your ability to do anything, you will do anything. Years ago in Austin, despite not liking spicy food, I ate the world's hottest pepper and some pure pepper extract. Why? Because I wanted to. What is the point of life if not to break out of your comfort zone? Traveling makes people better versions of themselves. When you learn more about the world and the people in it, push your boundaries and try new things, you become a more outgoing, open, and wonderful person. All the people I've known who have traveled are better because of it. I hope so. I clear everything. But if you have any questions, you can simply ask me in the comments section below.